Hey guys, welcome back to the Journeyman save here on FM23. We are continuing on at Toulouse today in our new job. We started the season indifferently. Actually, we started the season very well. 3 straight wins. We've then lost back-to-back games against promotion rivals. We now have another promotion rival in Centennial coming up next as well at home, which is going to be difficult to say the least. We also have just 2 days, 3 days at most, to try and bring in a new left winger as well. I certainly have the finances for it with 9.37 million in my transfer budget and 20 odd grand in the wage budget. But whether we can find someone of quality to come in on this short notice remains to be seen. But we are on the hunt, and that's going to dictate our first bit of action today. I'll give you a transfer roundup thus far. Because there's only that one other signing that we're going to look to bring in, and you'll find out in due course whether we do or not. We've brought in Luke Harris on loan from Fulham, who we had on loan at Notts County last year in League 2. Now he's playing in the other League 2, Ligue 2 in France. He's been indifferent for us so far, but he's only a bit part player here, whereas he was the man at Notts County. We brought in Maxim Capo. You're already aware of him, having come in to play that deep-lying playmaker and ball-winning midfielder role in the deeper position. We've also brought in Stefan Bajcetic from Liverpool on loan, a young Spanish centre-back. He's going to be in there as a ball-playing centre-back and will play continually for us for the rest of the season in that position. Slightly frustrating, he's got only 9 strength, however. And we've just brought in Adil Al-Shish on loan from Lorient in the league above to come and do a job in the midfield for us in that creative box-to-box role, because we sold, I go back to transfers, we sold Bermancevic, who was our left winger. We sold him to Mallorca for 4.9 million. He's since hit the ground running in the Spanish second division with 2 assists in 3 games. But we got a really sizable fee for him and couldn't really say no. So he kind of had to leave. And we bought our Sheesh in on loan because we then moved. The plan is to move Chaby out wide left, or use him now as a squad player. Currently, Frankowski is going to be my go-to left-sided player, but it might not be too long before we bring in, like I say, another first-class, top-quality left winger to start in that position. That would be my aim. That would be my dream. But time is running out. Funds are there, but it's whether we can find the right player. And because of the squad registration rules in the second division in France, I can only have a maximum of 2 non-EU players, which are Gabriel Neves, who we've already got in, and of course the aforementioned Luke Harris in on loan, who's English and of course no longer in the European Union, England. So I have to sign someone from the EU. So we're gonna have a go in the stream now to try and do that, and then we'll crack on with the rest of our season, and we should get a few games played today. So drop the video a like if you're enjoying. Make sure you come across and join me on Twitch. You can see this streamed live and watch all of the behind the scenes and have your say and input in these transfer windows live. But without any further ado, I'm going to go and try and find myself a left winger. I mean, the side have been decent so far. We have had a couple of dodgy results, but the performances have still been there, even though we've lost the games. So I'm not too disheartened from that. This will be Al-Shish to make his debut. Hopefully, it's a good debut. Could do with avoiding defeat in this one. I don't mind drawing, although Gyökeres is insane at this level. Etienne Green is the best goalkeeper in the league. Pablo Galdames. Centennial are very strong. Very strong indeed. Al-Shish gives it away. Great. Won it back, though. Al-Shish finds Girassi, and there's a 1-0 lead. A frustrating 20 seconds for Al-Shish, but he gets the assist. Just 6 minutes into his debut. Oh, it's brilliant from Gyökeres. It's a good goal. That's what Saint-Etienne can do to us, just as much as we can threaten them. They've gone and made it 1-1 just 10 minutes after conceding. The assist from Gyökeres is what made that. We've won the header there. Al-Shish then loses out aerially. Crasso Gyökeres, first time pass. How's that for perfectly weighted? Silla, Frankowski into the middle. Girassi. Is he onside? He was. It's 2. Just 2 minutes after going back to 1-1, we're in front again. This is going to be quite an entertaining season in France, isn't it? Looking forward to this. Abby has support from Gyökeres. He's been tearing us apart, tearing the league apart on that left-hand side. Giraldon, Galdamez, Gyökeres, he's in the box, and he's buried it. Victor Gyökeres makes it 2-2. And certainly, Saint-Étienne have earned themselves a point here. Frustrating to concede again, but they are one of the other best sides in the division, and Gyökeres is just better than anything we have available to us, basically. He's pretty nutty. Pretty nutty indeed. Let's not concede again, though, shall we? Please. Already had a bit of a back and forth game like that with Trois. Cabo's going to get sent off. Wow. There was nothing in that whatsoever. He's just... I don't know what that's a red card for, to be honest. I genuinely couldn't tell you. Right. What do we do tactically now then? Well, we'll stay as is, I guess, and just not have the CDM. Silla's having a bit of a poor game, so I'll bring Haidara on as well. A 2-2 draw against Saint-Étienne then. I said I'd take a point, and we absolutely will take it. I mean, I don't think it was a red card. The second yellow, I think, was pretty silly from the referee. I don't think Cabo deserved to get sent off, so we'll be happy enough that we've got the point, and we'll just deal with that without Cabo for one game. Like, it didn't look like there was anything in it whatsoever. We'll have another look at it. But Capo's just... Where is he? He's here. Like, what is that? Capo steps in, and their player just throws his arm up. There's nothing in that whatsoever. That's a joke. That's a joke of a second yellow card. The Joker transfer window is open. Clubs in France are allowed to make a single purchase from another French club during this window. From 2nd of September to the 31st of December, you can make one player from any French club can be signed. Wow. That's intriguing. Never encountered anything like that before. So... our starting goalkeeper is Maxime Dupay. 6'2". Kept 17 clean sheets last year in 35 games. So far has kept 2 in 5. We hope to keep a few more now moving forward in the next few games. Backup goalkeeper is Ketil Hauger. He's also not bad, to be fair. He's not great, but he's not bad. Starting centre-back will be Anthony Rouault when he's back from his broken foot. Rock-solid centre-back, been with Toulouse for years. 11 man of the matches. As a centre-back, 11 man of the matches last season. Nicolaisen currently would partner him. He's a 27-year-old Dane. Also been playing very well this season. At the minute, Mawissa plays alongside... the Norwegian, and he could grow quite nicely too, actually. He's only 19, and, well, you can see that there's some promise there. His low positioning is a bit of a pain. We just have backup with Awuku. Just a bit of a physical monster, really. Then right back, we've got Kwarteng. Solid in the tackle, physically decent, mentally all right as well. Ghanaian. Started the season well. We brought in Bajcetic on loan from Liverpool, initially to come in to start, but he will drop to the bench when Rouault is fit, or Nicolaisen will drop to the bench. I haven't decided which yet, but Rouault will start for me at centre-back. Left-back, we've got Isiaga Silla's currently my starting left-back. Started the season very well, 2 assists in 6 games, 7.13 average rating, physically very good, technically decent. We also have Masadio Haidara, the former Newcastle man, who never really played for Newcastle that heavily. Came back to France and has been pretty decent. Physically, he's not as good. Mentally, he's better. Technically, he's arguably better than Silla, but Silla's physicality wins out. Then in midfield, we brought in Maxen Capo. Just technically is... mentally he's pretty decent, and physically he's all right. Hopefully he can improve a little bit of his acceleration, but there's not really much you can do about that as a player, is there really? you're as fast as you're born. Brecht de Jaguera is an aging 33-year-old that is just kind of a squad. He's like vice captain. He's a squad player that's just there for his mentors, really, just to keep the group together. He's a highly influential player. Gabriel Neves is he's 27. Player that he's just everywhere. He's not necessarily that good physically, but he's always in possession and he's always trying to do something with the ball, and I appreciate that. We've got Frankowski, the Pole, who can play anywhere, basically, apart from centre-back. And hopefully he can do a job for us. He does want to leave, but I'll only let him leave for a sizable fee. We brought in Adil Al-Shish on loan from FC Lorient. Got an assist on debut, of course, and played very well in that game against Centennial, and hopefully have a good season for us. We've just brought in Aldo Florenzi as a new winger. Or to be fair, can play anywhere in the front or midfield. So he'll be a great squad player as well. And at 22, I certainly anticipate that he'll grow quite well, and that'll be my aim, to try and get some good growth out of him. Faris Chaibi is also a player that could grow quite well as well at 21, and equally can play anywhere in the front. So he'll get some good football this year. Aging out is Christopher Antwi Ajay. He's not that good, and certainly he's only a squad player, and I may even look to move him on in January. But I wanted to make sure I had the numbers for this first part of the season. Luke Harris on loan still to the end of the season. Florian Sotoka scored 2 goals in the first game of the season and hasn't scored since, but playing well overall. 7.2 average rating. Scored 6 goals, got 6 assists last year, and is out on the right-hand side of my front three as a winger. Work rate is exceptional. Girassi scored 3 goals in 15 starts last year, but it's got 6 in 6 so far for me this year. So really hoping that he can prove to be a worthy asset up top or out on the left. But 6'2" with those physicals, and 14 finishing. I want to make sure we make the use of him up top, really. And then we've got Thijs de Linge, who's an equally impressive striker, only 5'11", but scored 5 goals in 20 substitute appearances last year. He's only 24 and could be decent, although Garassi's only 28. But still, we've got a decent squad. We should certainly challenge for promotion this year. Right, that's the team then to line up. Florenzi's going to get the number 19 to make his debut. The team to line up away from home against recently promoted Bastia. They've yo-yoed a little bit of late. We're favourites. Let's go and make sure we win it, please. Silla's not fit. He's tired after an international break. But everybody's jiggled about a little bit in this starting lineup. Bastia have had a good start to the season, but so have we. We're in 7th with 11 points. They're in 9th with 10 points. Let's go and make that 13 points, shall we? Because, of course, that is including of the point we are currently getting. Going the other way. Challenge. Penalty! Oh, man! We just had an attacking corner, and from our own attacking corner, we've given away a penalty at the other end. No! That's not fair! That's not fair at all! Well, that's a 1-0 defeat then. And we absolutely should have won that by 2 or 3 goals. Team have been in poor form recently. I mean, I guess. But if you look at the nature of our opponents, it's not too much of a surprise. Like, Troyes are smashing the league, Auxerre are smashing it in 2nd, and Saint-Etienne are decent, and we had 10 men in that bloody game. To lose to Bastia does smart a bit, though. No wonder the last manager got sacked. Everyone's just panicking. We've had a couple of dodgy results against teams that are better than us. Let's not panic, shall we? It's like holding an emergency meeting at Leicester because you lost to Chelsea and Arsenal. Sotoka can be on the bench. Silla's back into the starting lineup as well. Nancy at home. Ben Seguir, get to it first. Come on then, Neves. Show us what you got. Switch it. You got to pass the football, lads. You have got to pass it. Can't just run everywhere. Silla lives for getting forward from fullback, doesn't he? That's a lovely ball. Girassi's going to lob the keeper with it, and that is us 1-0 up. We are rather heavily reliant at the minute on Girassi for our goals, but I don't mind, provided he keeps scoring them. We were pretty heavily reliant on a couple of players at Notts County. Nice assist by Chobi, and he's just lobbed the keeper with his header. It's a good goal. We'll take it. We lead by a 1-0. And there's an immediate highlight. Don't do it to me. Oh, sheesh. Girassi. Florenzi onside, buries it. Aldo Florenzi scores his first goal for his new club. In the 26th minute, we lead by 2 here at home against Nancy, and that is so relieving. Alshish to Girassi, around the corner to Florenzi, played onside by the left back, and a very accomplished finish. No, Girassi! For Christ's sake! I can't keep my best players fit at the minute. A goal and an assist for Girassi again, and now off injured in first half stoppage time with a thigh injury. Chobi tackled. Oh my god. Was he onside? I'm not sure. I don't think so. No, he wasn't. What a strike by the centre-back, though. Chobi tackled. Nicolaisen whams it from the edge of the box. Nice. Florenzi's in the box. Oh, Aldo! Foot through it, son! Smashed! We lead by 3 against Nancy. This is the result we needed. What a ball! Harris! Oh! Aldo Florenzi! Is it going to count? No, it's been ruled out. Another one disallowed. Brilliant work by Florenzi, and Harris is just offside. The vision for the pass is outrageous. The finish is just as good. That's 2 goals disallowed in this game. 1 for Florenzi and 1 for Harris. Florenzi could have had a hat-trick. Unbelievable, Hefe. A 3-0 win. Nice work. Yes, nice work indeed. Great to be back to winning ways, and with a performance like that as well. I don't know anything about Girassi yet, but the fact that I'm getting a couple of questions about it in the press conference says to me that he's out for a period of time. 2 months with a hamstring strain. No, Girassi! Bollocks! Alright, Dijon away. They're 10th. They were the other side in France in this division that offered us a job. And we turned Dijon down because we had our eye on this Toulouse job. Now, I am firmly of the knowledge, or of the belief, that we made the correct decision turning Dijon down and coming here. However, they will want to prove otherwise, won't they? Mawissa is injured, unfortunately, but that's just a bruised thigh, so he can play on through that if needs be off the bench. Let's go and get ourselves... Dupe still injured, unfortunately. Let's go and get ourselves a decent result. Capo is back available again after his suspension, but we just won 3-0 against Nancy with a very good game. So if we can play like that again, then we can hopefully get ourselves another decent result back-to-back here away from home against Dijon. When it's your first FM, Grover, I would always say start with the team that you support or a team that is very good in its given division, so that it's easier to pick up the mechanics of the game and understand how the game works when you're more familiar with the players that you have and if it's going well. Either or. You either want to be at a club where you absolutely understand everything about the ins and outs of the playing squad, or at a club where you're going to do well. Right. Antonio Lagomina has given Dijon the 1-0 lead in the 5th minute. Not necessarily leaning towards... not necessarily leaning towards helping me prove that we made the right decision to come to Toulouse and not to miss the mustard town, eh? Bugger. They're playing some nice football here, the mustard boys. And they're scoring some good goals as well. Lagomina draws the save out of Hauk, who can only push it onto the bar, and it falls back to their striker, who buries it at the 2nd attempt. And we find ourselves 2-0 down inside half an hour on the back of what was a very good result in our previous game. And I'm a bit frustrated at the minute here at Toulouse. We have some quality players that haven't quite found top gear. Definitely underperforming with the quality of player we have available to us at present. But give it time. Hopefully, once we can keep people fit, and whilst Aldo Florenzi continues to score goals in the manner that he does, we stand a chance. I think he might be offside there, Satoka. Put it away anyway, which he has done. And he indeed was onside. No, he wasn't. He was offside. Ah! The flashing went on for long enough that I thought it was going to be on. Free kick for Dijon then, 5 minutes from time. Cleared away off the line. Keeper got to it. Could only keep it out. Not get it safe. Could only just about stop it from crossing the line. Thankfully, Al-Shish was on the line to ensure that it didn't cross it. Wow, 85, 89, 92 for Auxerre. They get a rather resounding win at home as we get a defeat away from home. And, well, we weren't good enough, but we weren't bad either. We haven't been bad in any of these games that we're losing. Lots of positives to take away. We dominated possession. We just, I don't know. I'm not sure what's missing at the minute, other than Girassi, rather evidently. I'm not sure what we're missing. The team are playing well. We're just not getting the results at the minute. Things will turn, of that I have absolutely no doubt whatsoever. We have only played sides that are, other than Grenoble and Amiens, like Troyes top, Auxerre second, now the other way around I think. Centennial challenging for playoffs, Bastia having a great season, Nancy challenging at the top, Dijon challenging for playoffs. We need some teams that are in the lower half, like we have coming up now. So this could be a run. Caen, Nîmes Olympique, Châteauroux, Grenoble, Ajaccio, Cholet. This is the run of games now where we should hopefully build some form. I don't even know who QRM are. Kivali Rouen. Yeah, lower league side that personally not heard of. They're having a phenomenal season up in 4th at the minute. We are in 9th. And the board are satisfied so far, as they should be. Like, I'm new to the country, let alone to the squad. We're doing okay. The performances are there, the results are not. We just need to keep the performance levels up, and then the results will follow. That's how these things tend to work. Whilst we end this YouTube video, let me say thank you very much for watching. Please do continue to show your support for this save, and do come and watch me stream it live over on Twitch. I'd appreciate it very much if you did do so. I love having you guys with me over on stream whilst we record all of the content, whether it be for the second channel with the My Player or this Football Manager save, or of course the main career mode stuff for the main channel on FIFA as well. But that will draw this YouTube video to a close. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Like I say, I appreciate your support, and hopefully we will continue to see you moving forward. And fingers crossed, results in that next run of games will turn. I think it might. Fingers are crossed. Join me then. I'll see you next time.